And welcome back to Humbro Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D, and today I've got a special treat for my magic channel, the Humbro Pie channel. Don't often go live with this one. Having a lot of struggle buses when it comes to Magic the Gathering. We're still doing content. We're still, or not content, but we're still doing games and still trying to fire events here. Tonight was supposed to be a modern event. We had 2 players, so we're going to have 2 people playing back to back and having some fun practicing with the modern event because standard can't fire. The new ban list is out. We're hoping to see if that'll recover some things, but we're going to wait until after this weekend where we have a special release. For all those out there, there's the brand new set of Avatar the Airbender. It is out and it is flooded with new awesome products. We're going to take a look at all the products you can buy that are available here at Lifelink Games. Get some good prices for you guys, let you guys know that we're selling at a very, very, very healthy price here. So if you are in the local area and can afford to get here, you'll be able to avoid all those scalpers that happen to be online. There's a lot of scalpers out there, a lot of people trying to speculate on these collector boosters, and for the most part, I agree with my collector booster. It is where the value of the sets are really at. But tonight, we're going to open up a play booster and see if we can find some. Midnight, good to see you. Thank you so much. But yeah, we're going to be opening up just the play booster box today, but I have a lot of products that I want to showcase for you. Let you guys know that this weekend on Friday night, we're going to be opening up the pre-release. I'm going to be trying to go live here in the studio with the pre-release, building the decks, doing what we always do for pre-release weekends, and it will be on this channel. Additionally, we will be covering over the draft for $22 that Friday night. We call it Midnight Draft, and it seems to be the one that likes to fire. This is the first opportunity for you to draft the new set. See if this is some kind of game that you might be interested in playing, or seeing that this is a format you want to be playing. Hopefully improving from the Spider-Man set. And then, of course, on Saturday, we have 2 pre-release events, and on Sunday, we have a single pre-release event. So if you guys want to check out some Avatar awesome pre-release events with those really cool boxes, the promos, and everything that comes with it, you're going to want to come out to one of these events. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We're hosting it for everybody at different times to make sure we can fit all of your schedules. Most of these fire without any exception. Some of them get smaller on Sundays, but it still fires. I hope to see most of you guys out here for this. It's going to be a good shakeup. We've seen some powerful cards released in the pre-release. We saw some very, very powerful cards, and some cards that people are going to be chasing after, like the Iroh, just because lore. I mean, Iroh is one of my favorite characters from the show. So I obviously want to be getting any of the Iroh cards I can possibly get, any of the words of wisdom he may be passing on. As a person who loves wisdom and trying to pass that on to other generations and trying to learn from that, I really take heart to Iroh. And Uncle Iroh is honestly just a card I really wish wasn't so expensive and so difficult to get out, because I would 100% try to build a standard deck around him just for the sake of just trying to make him work, because I love his ability with the lessons and giving him flashback for 1, which is insane. If you guys used to be back in the day in Pioneer, I think it's going to be even more broken, given the fact that there's more lessons available for you to access, and some of those lessons, pretty powerful. Flashback for 1 for a 7-cost lesson, pretty OP if you ask me, but it's going to take a lot to get out there. We'll see. I got some really cool stuff to show you. We got some cool boxes to open up, and we're going to check out the product. I can see your comments at the table. So as soon as I go over and flash the camera over there and get a table, we're going to talk about all the really cool product that we have here available, and see if you guys want to, it might interest you to come out here, pick up some of the stuff. We got a lot of the product that's coming in here. This weekend is going to be absolutely insane. We're probably going to sell out the first weekend like we normally do when it comes to these new sets, because we sell at the cheapest price in town and usually the cheapest price online. But you can't buy from us online because we're too small. So eventually, we'll be big enough, hopefully, that we'll be able to get ourselves out to the wider masses and give you guys access to the MSRP prices that you should be getting for One Piece, the MSRP prices you should be getting for Gundam, and all the starter decks, the Riftbound prices that you should be getting. All that stuff, local area here, have been able to get access to it at cost and at MSRP. And it's been very, very beneficial to help us grow the community. Because you got to remember, as an LGS, it is your responsibility to grow the community. And if you price gate them and you try to put them out because you're chasing those short-time profits, you're going to end up pushing your customer base away and killing the games that you're trying to host yourself. So there's a double-edged sword. You can make all the excuses you want in the world. You can say, oh, I'm an LGS and I have to get it when it's booming because that's going to cover when it's not. Well, if you as a good store owner, you could make it booming all the time by being in a fun, inviting environment, running really cool events, constantly trying to improve the gameplay and answer some of the customers' problems and calls to get and improve the community, ensure that they have the access to the game pieces at affordable prices, and ensure that these guys are having a fun and enjoyable time. That means policing some of the people that might be making a toxic environment. It's not always easy. You don't want to push people away, but trust me, in the long run, if you at least curtail the behavior of some of the other people that might be getting out of line, you end up creating an awesome community. Something that we've done very successfully in a lot of our different communities out here. I gotta say, one of the biggest things that we've been successful at is curtailing communities that love to give cards away to people, trade good cards, get at value, make sure people can always play their deck, always make sure that they're looking out for each other, looking through bulk, getting out cards, and just going the ends of the earth to make sure whatever someone wants to play, they have access to it. And making sure that they have access to product at affordable prices. A lot of great giving people within our community, especially in the Bondi sector of the field, but even in the League of Legends, we've seen that as well for the Riftbound. We've seen a great community drive in there, and that's awesome, considering all the reputation Riftbound has. That's a great change of pace, and something that can only be curtailed with great leadership underneath Chris and people willing to enforce to make sure that the toxic behavior is understood not to be welcome, and the fun behavior is absolutely encouraged. Guys, I got a lot of great stuff to show you. Got a lot of really cool products to showcase. If you want chat over there, I'll be reading your chats as we go over all the cool products, what's entailed in them, what they look like, and a general idea of how expensive they are. I forgot to actually get the numbers from Chris, so if maybe I can knock on one of these guys playing Modern to go get me some price tags for some of these items so we can go talk about it. All right, let's get to the table. Why don't you go get him to tell me what prices are? Is there a website we can check too? I just need to know how much each one of these things is. Oh, I'm in the wrong window. Oh, that's great. You guys are like, what is that? That is the wrong window, sir. There we go. That's more like it.
Oh my gosh.
I appreciate it. Yeah, just give me a list of the prices so I can talk about them on.
Yeah, I need to write it down.
Yeah, because I will screw it up. All right. So here we are at the table. Sorry, it takes me a little bit. All right, so this is the box that we're going to be opening up today. This one is the Avatar Play Booster. This one is the new way to get the cards. They've combined, of course, if you guys haven't been in Magic for a long time, they combined the draft and the set boosters into the play boosters. So now you draft immediately from the play boosters, which means there's probably more rares, more mythics, and accessible cards that you can get access to really empower some of your draft formats. The last set only had 108 cards. This one excellently has quite a few. We'll get the exact number when I open up my first pack for you. But this is an actual set that's printed straight to standard. So hopefully we'll be able to have something in here that can constitute itself as a deck itself within the set, because that would be pretty nice. You always want to have the new game pieces and the new sets come out with like an internal type of a deck that you can buy, that you can say, hey, I'm playing the Avatar deck with Airbender, and I got a few pieces to fix with the lands and maybe a few pieces to fix with some functions, but most of my deck is basically built from Let's Play Booster. We're going to see if we can make that happen as the standard season gets a little bit shaken up by the new ban list. Of course, we got the Collector Booster. This is the one that everyone is chasing right now. Collector Boosters are where you get the money. These are where you get the full art foils, the alt arts, the nice little, I believe there's, isn't there, do they have numbers on these ones? Do they have serialized these ones at all? Or is it just the search foils?
I think it's just
Then we can read the back here. Discover the wonders of rivaling Wan Shi Thong's library with Magic the Gathering Avatar: The Last Airbender. Collector Booster Box. Each booster contains quenchiest cards. Interesting word choice there. From all across the 4 nations, including rares and/or mythics, traditional foils, and full art basic lands. You may also encounter source material cards and neon ink borderless battle pose cards to celebrate the show's iconic visuals. Plus, you can even hunt down and capture the Avatar himself, a raised foil Avatar Aang illustrated in a showcase by Brian Knitzko. I screwed that up. I'm sorry, Brian. I'm sorry. I love the artist too. Huge shout out to the artists. I love what they do. But yes, there's some great chases in here, usually going for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, depending on the demand for certain cards. And this is where people are getting their money now. That's why most of them start in a base set around 350. We'll get the prices on this one here in just a minute. But these, we will have a short list. These usually sell out. They're only one print run, which is exactly why people invest in these, because there is only one print run of these products. So if you're going to be getting anything, you want to get it from the stuff that you know is going to have a limited print run and have its value kind of capped based on the amount that they actually made available. Midnight says, The names are still on the screen. Oh, yeah. As soon as he comes back in, I'll get the names off. Thank you very much. Put an eye out for the names and the boxes in the corner. There's a little eyeball with like text to turn on and off.
Yeah, just click on the names and
It'll take you right there where you need to go. All right, so starting off with a collector booster.
Name on the screen.
$49.99. So that is an expected price, honestly. These things were going for like close to $1,000 online, especially with like the hype that we got from Final Fantasy. So half the price of that, $49.99, closer because this is a premium product. It is using a different IP than Magic the Gathering. So only $150 more than the original normal price boosting, but is to be expected because Magic did buy this IP and they always do charge a little bit more. Thank you so much for that. The actual what is it? Let's see. The play booster is $170, which is huge, considering most people are selling these for $210 plus online. So at $170, you can get yourself a set of 30 play boosters, which we'll get into and showcase the rarity and distribution for that. Huge, huge. Love these things. Chris has already gotten his box, so we got a couple of cards he's showcased on our Discord that he'll be showcasing what he got from his box to see if people are going to chase it. We have another set. I love these things called the Jumpstart Boosters. These things are phenomenal. This is a great way to get new players into the game that want to learn at a slower pace. This is one of the few products that Magic the Gathering offers to really incentivize brand new players to have some fun. All you do is take 2 of these play boosters, mix it into a deck, play the game. The power level is really weak and very easy to learn, get you into the basics. So if you're trying to get your kids into it and trying to start at a good level for introducing new players to the game, this is where you want to start. These Jumpstart boosters are phenomenal. There's cards usually locked just in the play booster, or Jumpstart booster, excuse me. So there's some value in some of the cards that are printed from here. And it's just a fun format. It really is. There are people who make deck boxes and sleeves specifically just for this format because it's Jumpstart, bashing 2 packs randomly together, putting them together, the lands come in the packs. It's very, very easy to play, pick up and go, and every single game just seems different. Playing with really cool art from an avatar, so that's huge. And this one, of course, is at $130. Jeez, that's cheap. All right, $130 is a tremendous deal for an avatar Jumpstart booster. Guys, I don't think you understand, the regular boosters for these right here are usually around $140. This is an awesome starter kit. This is really good for new players. And we're selling it at $130. I guess Chris is just being generous. It's a Christmas season. If you guys can take that, it's got to be. Because this is insane. This is a great big deal. I'll definitely be picking up one of these. I love these boxes, especially for like content for fun games. Then, of course, we have this amazing limited edition Commander's bundle. So, for those who don't know, every single so-on sets, they have these limited edition bundles that you can get, and these are short print. These are the cards that people are mostly going to be selecting, especially if they can get some powerful staples that people want to get. We'll go over what these are in just a minute. These spin downs usually go for $30 out the case and then slowly climb, especially with this avatar. The Airbender signature here. These spin downs right here usually go for like $60 online after a little bit. It's phenomenal. I love the resale value because these things, a lot of people chase after them because they know there's very few of these been printed, and once they get done with the first print run, there are no more. And that's why I have collector boosters from the Lord of the Rings sets that are going for $400. So if you're one of those sealed, want to sit on, kind of like watch your wealth grow by just having really cool ornaments on top of your shelf, this is your buy. This right here is your buy. Obviously, the collector booster is nice to have and all, but honestly, this makes great for wall decorations and great for some extra value that you can get here. I got some chats out here. Exclamation point join for Richie. Good to see you. Long ago, the 4 nations lived together, all in harmony, and then the Fire Nation attacked. And on YouTube here, we have Ian Sprouse says, "So pumped for the set. Keep the good work, brother." Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really super excited for this myself. 39 Royale says, "I'm ready to get Humbro Pied." 39. Okay, I'm glad you're in the chat. Finally, bro. I put a message in my Discord. You won like 2 or 3 packs. I need your address, bro, and I can't find you. I know you have a different name on my Discord, and I couldn't find which one it was. Please DM me in my Discord so I can have it and get that stuff out. You got a couple packs I need to get out to you. I put a message in general to see if I get a hold of you to get that address. I need your address, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, 39. Yonka Richie says, then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Yeah, absolutely. I'm really looking forward to this. Guys, tell me in the chat, which one of the nations do you guys want to represent? Are you the air, the wind, wind nation? Or are you going to be the water nation, the fire tribe, or the earth tribe? Toph is kind of funny for me, too. I like Toph. Earthbending. I just got Humbro. Let's go. Let's go. Yonkarichi says, or send it to me and everything the other day, right? Absolutely, Yonkarichi. I don't mind sending you stuff. You know I don't. But yeah, this is the other collector booster. This one comes with 2 of 10 Magic the Gathering Last Airbender Commander Bundle Booster Fun cards. So these are random, which is huge because some of these things go for a lot, especially this one I'm looking at, Soul Ring. That's huge. Special Magic the Gathering Avatar Last Airbender versions of Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, and Swift Boots. Those who've never played Commander, those are absolute staples in like every Commander deck. They're literally power 5. What's the power scaling for like level 5? Right?
Bracket 5.
Bracket 5. They're bracket 5 cards that they're never considered bracket 5. Soul Ring is by far one of the most powerful cards they printed in Magic the Gathering. But because everyone has access to it, it's in every deck. So, given that, whatever you're playing, you probably want to have the Soul Ring. This art looks absolutely outstanding. I hope you guys can see it on the camera. Can they get a decent look at it from where they're at?
It's decent, yeah.
That's decent. Yeah, right there in the top right-hand corner.
They look great.
Looking good. These Commander bundles are for $124.99. And why are they $124.99? Because they're limited edition. You get a collector booster inside it. So one of these. You get this spin down that's worth like 30, 40 bucks out the gate. You get this awesome box that's really cool. You get 5 traditional foils and regular full art lands from the Airbender set. All these packs, and you get 2 of 10 for these random insert packs right here. They did this for the Duskmourn set, and those cards are crazy expensive nowadays. So you can get like $100 for some of those alt-arts you got in there. Absolutely disgusting. But really looking forward to getting myself. This will be sitting on my shelf eventually. I'll probably just sneak this one away in the corner and pretend that Chris didn't hand this to me. All right, let's go into the next one. Air Nomad. Oh, okay. I like that choice. Not Young Richie doing. Midnight goes to the Fire Nation. All right. Well, this is the box for you, Midnight. This is the leader of the Fire Nation in his glory on the top of the bundle. I love these bundles, guys. I cannot talk up these bundles more than anything. I especially tell this to new players to always get the bundles, always get these cards, or get these when you're starting off with a new set. Get at least one of these things. Not only does it come with a good set of like the nice little foils, 5 traditional foil, full arts, and non-foil full arts. It comes with a nice little promo that sometimes these play. The spin down is amazing. I love collecting these spin downs. But here's the deal, guys. Here's something that Magic the Gathering probably doesn't want you to know, or Wizards of the Coast. They know newer players often pick these up. They know that this is for new players, and they know what gets people to play the game. Awesome hits. They get awesome hits. The ratios from Mythic to regular are always higher in bundles. I have proven this time and time again. I can take random packs out of any box, and my hits in the bundle will always beat it every single time. When it comes to Mythics, when it comes to the full art foils, the specialty cards, every time I buy these bundles, the hits that come in this always outweigh anything that I want to grab, but this is 9 packs. I could grab 9 packs out of here, and I guarantee you those 9 packs wouldn't beat the 9 packs that are in here. Hands down, based on rarity alone. Maybe value differently, obviously that's a complete chance. But when it comes to actual like hit ratios for getting more mythics and some of the big hits, the bundles have them. They always load these things up here because they want the people opening these packs to have that endorphin rush for having pulled the chase mythic or a mythic inside of it. So like out of 9 packs, there's almost no guarantee you're gonna get a mythic. There's like a 99% chance you're gonna get a mythic in one of these 9 packs right here. Not the cabbages. Good comment, Ian. I appreciate that. I love the cabbages memes. There are some cabbage cards that we're going to showcase when we open the box, but this is another one of these great kits to get people into the core set, and definitely want people to get this. These bundles are only going for $70, and honestly, that's cheap. If you're asking me, that's actually pretty cheap. It's 50 is where 50-45 is where it should be for non Universes Beyond sets. Getting 20 over, that's actually pretty good. But if you see these things online, they're going to be shooting up to 100 plus, guaranteed after the first couple weeks. These get bought out. There's only one print run of these, just like this. There's only one print run of these things. So once these sell out, they're no longer going to be available, and that's going to be your last chance to get your hands on one of these bundles with the best hit ratio as possible, and just really good external stuff. I don't know what the spin downs go for, but it's great. The alt art that's coming here, traditional Momo friendly flyer. Oh, it's got Momo. 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 Can they see the Momo on the camera? Hey, decent?
Barely, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of in there. It's Momo. Get yourself a nicer promo. Oftentimes I don't actually have, like, you know, they're guaranteed to see play. Sometimes I do. It's great when they do see play. Sometimes I get just for the Momo. Just have a nice look, get a nice little graded Momo and have it around my necklace as a nice little necklace. But yeah, these things only going for $70 right now at the store. If you check online, I'm willing to bet you they're going to be a lot higher. And most people know because the hits ratios are always higher for these, and they're just a phenomenal get starter pack. Not near as good, of course, as the Commander bundle, but that's why it's a premium at $124.99. All right, lastly, before we get into the box opening, we have the beginner box. This is my first time seeing this product, let alone holding this product. I didn't know they were doing this. Best way to learn to play 2 instant play decks, 2 learn to play guides, 8 jumpstart decks, and more. Like I said, guys, the jumpstart is where you get new players in. I love this format. It's a lot of fun. You guys should definitely check this out. Getting these amazing jumpstarts where you can just grab 2. This one comes with 8, so you can even play with just 4 people right off the get-go, with each of them grabbing 2 and playing a nice little 2v2 or a nice little round robin of 4 people if you want to. So this one comes with 2 instant play decks, 2 learn to play guides, 2 play mats, 8 jump starts, so you can have awesome games back and forth. Like if you just have 1v1 person, you can do 4 games essentially with random decks and random stuff. You do get a spin down with life counters here. That's up here in the dice rolls here. Those are always really nice. They're usually limited to the actual set itself, so these are always unique. One time only, you can only get these things in these boxes. Midnight says, hi, can only lurk and I'm at work, but good luck. Thank you very much, Captain Little. Appreciate you. I understand. It's a late night. You got to get some work done, but I appreciate you being here. Helping those numbers. But yeah, these things, great for new kids. This is obviously, they're trying to sell this for Christmas because a lot of kids, like, maybe you want to get your kid into the card games. And if you guys watched out the video that came out on a couple of my channels, it's going to be on all of them soon. But I have the TCG Wars video that I went into a long discussion of what's happening in the TCG world. And one of the biggest complaints that I had to Magic the Gathering was that they really don't have great introductory products. And when they keep going premium, it's hard to incentivize new players to get into these games. So this is kind of like Magic saying, okay, I got you. This product, the Jumpstart Booster, this beginner box, are 2 great ways to get people in at a decent price. This one going for the... There's no way it's that cheap. He's got the pre-release kits going for the $38. Sunday's cheaper for $35. I don't think I have a box. I don't have a price for these.
No price for beginner box?
Yeah, I don't have a price for beginner box. Yeah, just
I'll get it real quick.
all right, I appreciate it. Yeah, sorry guys, there's no price for it. I wanted to showcase what this is, but this is obviously a nice little Christmas push to get maybe if you want to get your kids into playing Magic the Gathering. One of the things I gotta say, guys, about TCGs, and I love this is I reiterate this to the day I die. Own your own product.
$29.99.
You're kidding. This is $30. This is $30. This is mine. This is not yours. This is mine. $30?
$30.
This is, you realize this is the Avatar. Like, this is a premium product, right?
$30.
This thing weighs more than everything on the table.
$30.
Did he know what you were saying? Did you tell him? Did you ask him for the price of a pack? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Their packs are like 7 or 6 or 7 bucks. That's insane. All right. Well, this is a great Christmas present. I would definitely pick this up. I'm gonna give this to my nephew. $30? Oh, I'm 100% giving this to my nephew. He's gonna love that. That's awesome. All right. $30 for this. Guys, I cannot tell you how heavy this is. Can you please show these guys, like, I need a second reference. Like, hold this. Like, seriously, I want some extra hands here to verify. 'Cause this is,
I've never held this product.
this is so heavy.
That is a lot for $30.
Right? Now hold this. This is $500.
Yeah.
$30. $500. $30.
Pretty big difference.
Just the weight alone. Okay, all right. Getting back on my high horse, if you will. There's a lot of things happening in the world today with this digital age, with us trying to buy these gotcha games that are selling you crap data, and you get these other online games that are selling you packs of cards and gotchas and those little spin downs that are not actually valuable to anything. They're unsellable. They're digital information that's held on your account, and the minute they take the server down, the game's taken away from you. We're seeing video games now being purchased with just the data on with a downloadable code versus the actual game itself. So if they want to just stop posting it for you, you don't get it. The one thing I love about TCGs, you will always have this. You will always have the ability to play this card game. You'll always have the ability to get this stuff together. Whether you want to or, I mean, this is just like having a board game. They can't take this away from you. And one of the things I love that even higher than that is that those willing to take care of these things, give it care and love, you could get rewarded in your future. If I would have held on to an alpha box, well, like I had back in the day, this old story I had stolen, regardless, whatever. You guys can watch a video later about that. But I had an alpha box. If I would have held that and kept it sealed without it getting stolen, I could afford a house right now. $500,000 from one investment of $60 back when I was a kid, taking good care of these things, and it was there. Will this thing be the alpha box? Obviously not. Will it be of some value if you keep it nice and you know, wrapped up or contained or in good condition? Yeah, there's a good chance you're going to get 5, 6, 7 times your investment back as long as you took good care of it. And make sure that, like, you don't let the cards curl, you basically kept them in sleeves, and you had this thing together. Like, if you're one of the few people that have any of these left, that's where the value comes in. But you have to outlast everybody else opening these things up and doing everything else. So I'm a big fan of, like, having one that just sits there as a nice little wall decoration, and sitting on those things as I care for them and make sure that they last longer. And I gotta say, everything that I have invested in when it comes to TCGs has gone up. Everything, including crap sets. I've had some incredibly crap sets that have come out that it just didn't sell. They're still going for more than what they initially cost me in Magic the Gathering because I held on to them for 5+ years. Now, are you gonna make an instant profit? No, that's for scalpers. This is about, like, treasuring something and seeing a piece of time and bringing that back to you. Dude, I seriously gotta get this. I gotta get this box. $30? That's insane. All right. I think I've dabbled on enough. I'm definitely buying that. Let's get ourselves into the box opening. This is what you guys are here to see. Let's see the ratios. Let's see the cards. Let's find out what we're gonna get in these 30 packs of Avatar: The Last Airbender Play Booster. And let's see what the store's gonna have to sell when we open up this pre-release this weekend. Remember, this weekend we will be going live with some pack openings, with some stuff to showcase for you. We will be, there we go. All right, audio traction. Thank you, appreciate that. Thank you very much, Midnight, appreciate that. So, 30 packs, all the packs got the same top. Yep, they're all the Avatar. Aang. Yep, all Aang. I've been seeing them do this a lot more, where they're just doing with single art.
What?
For the single art for the cover art for the packs.
Yeah, I think they've been doing that for
why?
most of, I think all of Play Booster's life. They've just been the one art.
The one art? Okay. Because I remember back in the day, man, you get to like a Johnny. And like, well, I didn't the...
Wombat had like a Johnny and James.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. When they had the big planeswalkers, there was like 3 or 4 different arts in here. Is it the Play Booster thing? If you guys in the chat, let me know if you think it's a Play Booster. But that's kind of disappointing, but at the same time, these all just go in the dumpster. No one really cares. Oh, these are easy to open. That's easy to open. I like that. And some of the packs that I've had to open for some of it.
Not too easy to open, too easy to reseal.
Good luck resealing some
Is
of
that
these.
why collectors are like that?
Yeah. You know, honestly, Play Boosters usually have pretty decent quality. This is not bad. It's a little dark, but I have nothing to compare it to. But we're going to go for the first couple packs, just kind of like going through some of the basic cards. After a little bit, obviously, no one's really going to care about the commons and uncommons. If I see something like Rowdy Snowballers, I'll point it out here. But yeah, I'm going to be sorting these, because I will be sorting these to the store to make sure that they have a way to find these cards easily. June Bounty Hunter. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's a nice card here. June cannot be blocked as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. Oh, blue's gonna love this. 1, sacrifice another creature. Target, create a clue token. Activate only during your turn. Okay, that's still instant speed. That's pretty powerful. Cauldron, we got ourselves another target. Haru, Hidden Talent. Whenever another ally you control enters Earthbound 1, target land you control becomes a 0/0 creature with haste. It is still land, but a +1/+1 counter on it. When it dies or is exiled, return to the battlefield tapped. So, really cool. You get to turn your lands into creatures, and you don't fall victim to the issue of like your land dying and then you fall behind. Yes, it comes back tapped, but at least it doesn't die. Because I know a lot of people used to turn all their lands into creatures and then you board wipe them and be like, you have no lands. That was a bad idea. That's a way to get around it. That's good. Ooh, I don't know if that's a token. The Spirit Oasis. When the Spirit Oasis enters, draw a card for each shrine you control. Ooh, shrines! Why is this not closer to when Kamigawa was in the format?
There's 5 shrines.
Huh?
There's 5 shrines.
There's 5 shrines, but the shrines were great in Kamigawa. I love the shrines in Kamigawa.
Well, the shrines in here are temples.
But they're shrines, and they trigger shrine cards,
Yes.
like in Kamigawa.
Yeah.
Where Kamigawa had awesome shrines and shrine decks. This would be awesome with that, but now you gotta play Pioneer. This is the format they don't support.
I mean, people play shrines in Commander.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Good for Commander. But Pioneer is like the only way you can make this like powerful enough. I love this. If you control another shrine, you control. Sorry. Whenever another shrine you control enters, draw a card. That's huge. That's huge for the shrine deck. It's usually 5 color. Momo! Here's the Momo card. Start off the bat. 1 mana flying 1/1. The first non-lemur creature spell with flying you cast during each of your turns costs 1 less. The first non-lemur creature spell with flying you cast during each of your turns costs 1 less. That is a mouthful. Angel's gonna love this. I know that for sure. Whenever another creature you control with flying enters, Momo gets a +1/+1 till end of turn. I mean, just the cheaper Angels. This is gonna be a great staple for Angels, if you ask me. First foil here is Earth Kingdom Soldier. Vigilance 3/4. Whenever a creature enters, put +1/+1 counter on each up to 2 target creatures you control. Oh, this is gonna be a staple and limited. Like this is gonna be a card you're gonna definitely want to put aside if you're in the limited here. And here's a land cycle. You get the dual lands, enters and tap, of course, but pay 4, sacrifice this land, draw a card. Hey, there you go. So if you get too many, you can get some draw in the late game. Super good. And our first token, a clue token, and an ally. Nice. Like I said, guys, we're gonna go faster. Ian says, "Hope you get the Badger Ball Club." Yeah, seriously, let's do it. I haven't seen that one yet.
That card is cracked.
Is it? All right. Well, I'll definitely be reading it if we get it. I am just gonna like if I see something kind of interesting for the commons, Firebending Lesson, Kicker for 4. Geez, Firebending Lesson does 2 damage to target creature. If the spell was kicked, deals 5 damage. Nice. And Lesson. So I gotta work on the kicker cost, but wouldn't Uncle Iru make this like ridiculously cheap with splashback? It only has splashback 1, and it's a lesson.
I think Kicker's an additional cost.
You'd have to still pay it on top. Yeah,
Discounted.
that wouldn't get discounted. But that's pretty cool. No, it's a lesson. It's just 1. It's 1 colorless.
Yeah, it's 1 colorless.
You still have to pay for it.
But then
yeah, you
pay
still have to
Kicker.
pay for it. Yeah. Vindictive veterans here. Yeah. Earth Village Ruffians. Gurupathic. This is nice. When Gurupathic enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal Lesson, Saga, or Shrine card from among them and put them in your hand. Put the rest of the bottom of your deck. I mean, there's Shrine stuff, man. Where's Kamigawa? Bring back Pioneer, dang it. Bring back Pioneer. That's super good. Appa! Our first Appa. Where's Emu? Where's our... What did I do with my over there? Oh, here he goes. Momo. There's Momo. Momo and Appa are going to be together. Alright, flying. Whenever Appa enters or attacks, choose 1 target creature you control gains flying until end of turn. Airbend, another target creature, non-land permanent you control. Airbend, another target, non-land permanent you control. Exile it. While it's in exile, its owner may cast it for 2 rather than its mana cost. Oh, great for ETB triggers. I like that. Defender and Reach 04, the Fire Navy Trebuchet. Whenever you attack, create a 2/1 colorless construct artifact creature token with flying named Ballistic Boulder that's tapped and attacking. Sacrifice that token at the beginning of your next end step. Okay. Cool. Extra damage. And with a nice little defender and wall with reach. Dragonfly Swarm. Oh, is it? That's going to be busted. Alright, Flying Ward 1. This creature's power is equal to the number of non-creature, non-land cards in your graveyard. Of course. It has a 3-butt though. It has a 3-butt. But this is a dragon. This is the Is a Drake. Right? When this creature dies, if there's a lesson card in your graveyard, draw a card. Even better. It replaced itself after its death. Yes, it dies to bolt, but that's pretty crazy.
That's a good card.
That is, oh, this one, Redirect Lightning?
What doesn't die?
Yeah, right. As an additional cost to cast a spell, you may pay 5 life or 2 additional mana. Change the target of target spell or ability with a single target? Bro!
It's like, it's gonna be good in CEH.
Yeah, that's gross in Commander? CDH?
You just don't care about 5 life most of the time.
You really don't. Even if that card, like,
I mean, the
redirects-
standard's pretty good.
Yeah, redirecting certain cards effects, it's insane. That's a really good card. Look out for that one. Sun Warrior's Firebending X, where X is the number of creatures you control. Whenever this creature attacks, add X. This mana lasts until the end of combat. And for 5, of course, you can create a 1/1 token, so that's basically, if you get a big wide board. Yeah, first full art. The turtle. Turtle. There's 5 lands and only 4 element types. Which one is the one that's missing?
I mean, there's no, like, black
Yeah, there's only
Like,
4 elements.
elements.
So there's no black element.
There's
No.
still, like, a basic land, because it's a
It has to,
land
yeah,
set.
they have to have a basic here.
Yeah, it's evil.
Really?
Really.
Okay. Well, what is it? Do we know? I'm sure we do. Oh, wow. We're already in uncommons here. Northern Air Temple. Beautiful. Another shrine. Air Nomad Legacy. Boulder, they're ready to rumble. Oh, Boulder is a great one. I love Boulder. Did you see this in the show? This is the one who was like, Boulder, think you too puny for me. And she's like, your cockiness make Boulder not so sad about beating you. Obviously, this guy would be a 4/4. Whenever the Boulder attacks, Earthbend X, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 4 or greater. Of course, that's creating a land with a 4/4 tokens on it, and it comes back. Those are super good. Wartime Protesters. Here's our first rare. It looks like we're going to have a double rare pack. Haste. 4/4. War 4. That's insane. Whenever another ally you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, and it gains haste another turn. Oh, nice. So a haste enabler for allies. Allies are in here in the card types. Hey, Appa, yip yip! From the chat. It is a double rare pack. Waterbender Ascension. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put a quest counter on this enchantment. Then, if it has 4 more quest counters on it, draw a card. Okay, that's pretty good. Waterbend 4. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Unblockable is always busted in blue. Especially in limited. I don't think this will see a lot of play in standard, but they'll definitely be busted in limited. Here's our blue land. Another ally and a clue. Ooh, I like these. I'm gonna see if Chris let me have these. I love the tribe. Alright, Hama. Bloodbender. Ooh, here we go. Hama! Well, this is for the new set. Or for the new series. The one where she screwed up everything. She screwed up everything, bro. She was the worst avatar of all time. You guys give me a chat. Alright, next pack. The table. First time flyer, water captain, pillar launch, Fire Nation cadets. I always like to stop at the 1 mana red cards because these are pretty disgusting. This creature has firebending 2 as long as there are less than cards in your graveyard. Add 2 mana. That's pretty cool. Gross. This creature gets +1/+0. Oh, nice, nice. Swamp Snare Trap. Kyoshi, the Kyoshi Warriors. There we go. That's what I was looking for. The name of that. Wait, who? Who are we talking about? Are you talking about the avatar that ruined everything? What's her name? Cora?
Cora.
Yeah, Cora. Cora. She ruined everything. If you guys haven't watched the show, the newest Avatar. She was the worst Avatar. She ruined everything. Every decision she made was just like the dumbest decision you could possibly make. She got advice from the sages. They're like, don't do it. She's like, I'm going to do it. Because your infinite wisdom of hundreds of years of watching society and life and knowing more than me as an 18-year-old, I trump you as an 18-year-old. If anything, it's a good way to remember to respect your elders. Choose target creature. When that creature dies this turn, you earthbend 4 in black. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. Fatal Fissure, instant. Earth Kingdom Protectors. Professor Zai, Anthropologist. Discard a card, draw a card, sacrifice Professor Zay. Return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Activate only during your turn. Return target? Wow, any. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Is it too? Getting a little flashback spell? I'm not going to say it's like tier 1, but I definitely think that's pretty insane. Yonka she says, facts. Lost her bending like 3 times, right? Right? Everyone out there, if you've seen Korra, like, she made the worst decision you could possibly make in every scenario. Like, what were they trying to teach us? Don't get cocky as a young kid? I think that's what they're trying to teach us. Like, kid, don't think you know everything. Flopsy, Boomy's Buddy. Ooh, Boomy's Buddy, this is a fun one. When Flopsy enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. That's busted, but it does cost 6. Each creature you control with power 4 or greater can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. This is Crater Hoof in limited, guys. This is Crater Hoof Bleed right here in limited. That's insane. And it's just uncommon. All right, Secret Tunnel. Oh, that's unfortunate. Secret Tunnel. There's a song about the Secret Tunnel.
I'm pretty sure it makes a creature unblockable.
This one, 2 target creatures you control share the creature type can't be blocked. So for 4, this land can't be blocked. This land can't be blocked. So this is something you want to but the Secret Tunnel. All right, we're gonna keep this.
You mean Earthbend?
Mm-hmm.
You said Earthbend.
Okay, Earthbend, sorry. But all right, these kids don't know. It's okay. It's okay. Yes, yes. Secret Tunnel. I'm telling you, yes. She was hard-headed kid. Yes, she was, Midnight. Foggy Swamp. Ooh, our first foil! Foil rare. And it's not one of the temples. I thought they were going to go from the gods. No, this is just a fire temple. That's kind of neat. I thought they were going to do... Is there multiple different arts? They've only been doing like 1 of each recently. So I'm curious if they're going to do more. Secret Tunnel. Oh, man. I'll let these kids just live in ignorance. How's your guys' day going? I'm enjoying this. It's a really fun pack opening. I know a lot of you guys like, just get to the juicy parts. Get the juicy parts. Solstice Revelations. Leaves from the Vine. Oh, man. That is by far the saddest song of all time. This is a card I want to get it all tired off the frame. Leaves from the Vine. A really good song. Mill 3 cards and create a food token. At stage 2, put a +1/+1 counter on each up to 2 target creatures you control. Stage 3, draw a card if there's a creature or a lesson card in your graveyard. For 2, that's actually pretty solid. That's just a good quality card all around. I don't know if this can be like a staple or to replace anything in the formats, but that's so great. Ian says, want to hear what you think of the Wall of Bossing Say, and the Big Booty Award goes to. Right? Actually, I've seen those things. I hope we pull it. It'll be great. Midnight says, though the mountain's secret tunnel, they did not. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Accumulate Wisdom. Oh, that's a good one. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Is this like a brainstorm? Put one of those cards in your hand and the rest of the bottom. No, not brainstorm. Put the rest of the bottom of the library in any order. For each of those cards in your hand instead, if there are 3 or more lesson cards in your graveyard. Okay, cool. It's a nice instant lesson, so you can grab it from your extra deck. And a draw cycle card. That's pretty powerful. Invasion Reinforcements. Flash 1/1 for 2. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 ally creature token. Okay, well there's some ally trigger stuff. It's really cool. Not to mention allies were a huge archetype. This kind of card, Reinforcements. This is Invasion Reinforcements. So if you want to play like humans below the ground, here's another copy of that same effect. No, an uncommon is, or it was uncommon before. It's pretty gross. Katara, Water Tribe's Hope. All right, one of the main characters already. Vigilance 3/3. When Katara enters, create a 1/1 white ally creature token. Waterbend X. Creatures you control have base power and toughness XX until end of turn, where X can't be 0. Activate only during your turn. Okay. Nice. So get to power up the board. That's not something you often see in white and blue, but pretty good card. Forecasting Fortune Teller. And our planes with Appa. Beautiful. Nice little pull right there. Alright, so they're not doing it all from the... The first one just made me think that they're going to do all the main element animals. This is the turtle, right? This is the turtle one. Turtle Earthbending. Remember the first Avatar, got to go see them all. Good story. Good story. Alright, let's see if we can get a wall bossing say. Yip yip. I like that one. I'm gonna play with this one just because I can say yip yip. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If that creature is an ally, it also adds flying. So ally decks getting some huge power ups. Cycle renewal. Here we go. Cat Owl. Here's another energy colorless. This one, lands you control gain all basic land types until end of turn. Draw a card. Ooh. That would be busted if it was for one. Energy bending, because you could use this in the modern what is it? Animals? Zoo deck. Yeah, the zoo deck. That'd be insane. Zoo really took advantage of this. Nope. Don't sleep on cards like this, guys. Sometimes those things take off. Really good. Jeong, the Deserter. Firebending 1, exhaust 3. Put a +1/+1 counter on Jeong. When your next cast a lesson spell this turn, copy it, and you may choose a new target for the copy. Nice. White Lotus Reinforcements. A 2/3 with Vigilance. Other allies you control get +1/+1. So a lot of ally theme here. Maybe we can actually make a deck out of here. Maybe we can make an ally deck that's actually feasible for standard. We'll see. Boomerang Basics. There we go. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If you control that permanent, draw a card. For 1 and sorcery, not bad. Goes instantly busted. Legend of Yan Shen, our first mythic. Starting with you, each player chooses up to 1 permanent with a mana value 3 or greater from among permanents your opponent control. Exile those permanents. Okay, you may have target opponent draw 3 cards. If you do, draw 3 cards. Fair, balanced, kind of. I don't like my opponent drawing though. Then the third stage, you're going to exile this saga, return to the battlefield under its controller under your control. It's a 4/4 Avatar Yang Shen. Flying, 4/5, excuse me. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, airbend up to 1 other target non-land permanent. That's the airbend. That's gross. That's pretty nice. Nice little link mechanic. Kind of expensive though. Dai Li Indoctrination is our foil. Omashu. Ooh, a dragon token. Nice. Love dragon tokens. Alright, let's get into some other heat here. Gonna start speeding up through some of the commons that we have. Lightning Strike getting reprinted, that's good. Always good to have. Aang's Journey. Wandering Musicians. Southern Air Temple. I love the shrines. Rockalanche. Soka! Vigilance 2/4. Whenever Soka or at least 1 other creature attack, draw a card. Nice. Just attack. You don't need to do damage. Just draw a card. That's actually pretty gross. Fire Sages. We've already seen this one. Ran and Shaw, the 2 dragons. Love the storyline. 5 mana, 2 red, flying, firebending 2. So it means it adds 2 when it attacks. And it doesn't enter the pool. When Ran and Shaw enter, if you cast them and there are 3 or more dragon and or lesson cards in your graveyard, create a token that's a copy of Ran and Shaw, except it's non-legendary. Dragon deck's getting super good. This is a great up tier for the Dragons Tarkir. What was it? What was it called? It was what was the Tarkir set called again? Dragonstorm. There's a lot of really cool Dragonstorm theme type decks that were being made. Not enough to make it all from the set, but I like the dragons that came from it. And Origin of Metal Bending. Alright, this is a cool one. Choose one, destroy target artifact or enchantment for 2 instant. Finally, getting a 2 instant, not 3. Or put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, gains indestructible talent. Oh, and bro! This is just a better, like, heroic intervention. It's destruction and it's saving.
It's not better than heroic, but it is that.
The heroic
It's a naturalized.
Yeah. That's huge.
Yeah.
It's 2 and 1, it's an instant, it's a lesson you can get from your extra deck if you have something that grabs lessons. That's gross. The foil? Heck yeah. Ally included. I think Midnight was the only one that got the Secret Tunnel reference. Rumble Arena. High by Spirit of Balance. Oh, Panda! Terrifying Panda. You guys can see this. This is a terrifying Panda. Can I see it?
No.
Oh, come on. Focus, 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 focus. Focus, focus on me. Focus on me. Focus on me. It's so terrifying that the camera doesn't want to focus on it. It's other card you can see up front. Whenever High by enters or attacks, you may sacrifice another creature or artifact. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on High by. And High by says, when High by leaves the battlefield, put its counters on target creature control. Oh, with airbending? Bring that back? That'd be gross. Honest Work. Ruinous Waterbending. Ruinous Waterbending, that's interesting. Hey, Bossing Say! Our first land card. This land enters tapped unless you control a basic land. Add green. For 3, Earthbend 2, activate only as a sorcery. So for 3, you can turn another land into a creature.
Yeah, you know the lands with those abilities.
Yeah. Appa! Mythic! Full art! Alt! Yes, baby! Flash flying for 4. When Appa enters, airbend any number of other target non-land permanents you control. Whenever you cast a spell from exile, create a 1/1. Oh, Appa's gonna be so gross with airbending.
Yeah, there's a plotting 2 guy from the Outlaw Thing Junction that says your spells that you cast from anywhere other than your hand cost 2 less.
Yeah, the Cynic guy.
The Civic guy, that's gross! Oh, that's gonna be a gross deck.
Ban.
Yeah, let's do it. Copy. I like the copy. Soldier. That's so gross! It's only 4 too, so that's definitely playable in standard. Flash and flying, so you have the flash for protection. Oh! Bro, you can protect yourself from Broadways with this. That's insane. That's a great commander card. It's got so much utility. Appa's great. I love that card. I gotta look it up to see if it's going for low. If it's going for low, I'm picking it up. I don't like the FOMO market, because sometimes the FOMO market benefits you if like people just are not speccing on it right. Crescent Island Temple, Cruel Administrator. Raid, this creature enters with a +1/+1 counter if you attack this turn. Okay. Cost 5. Whenever this creature attacks, create a 2/2 red soldier creature token with firebending 1. Okay. Adds to the board, late game, good limited card. That's fine. Vengeful Villagers. Whenever a creature attacks, choose target creature an opponent controls, tap it, and then pay and sacrifice the artifact of the creature. If you do, then stun counter on the chosen creature. Koshi Island Plaza. And we got the Abandoned Air Temple here. So this one for 4, you put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. That's huge. Cost 5, technically you just gotta tap this too. But that's pretty good. Tiger Dillo. Here we go. You know what I really miss? I miss the art cards. I like the art cards.
They sell art cards. They sell art cards.
Yeah, they're in the collector booster.
Yeah.
But I want them. I like to have them in here. House to start a riot. Heroes Demonstration. I'm going to cover this one.
Oh, did you read it?
Heroes Demonstration deals.
How to Start a Riot. Did you read the flavor text?
Hey, riot! Yeah, the fight that they start on the ship. Heroes Demonstration deals 1 damage to each creature your opponent controls. Not bad. And a sorcery. Okay, yeah. Miss. Oh, okay. Heroes Demonstration deals 4 damage to target creature. That's where it's at. Okay, so dealing 4, fine. If you got a bunch of weenies that aren't being buffed, that's not bad.
Hey, let me know if you get a Soka's Haiku.
Oh, will do. Yeah, I love that one. Rules of War. I've seen very few, but I did read the haiku. My Scornful Striker. First strike. Whenever you player casts a non-creature spell, they lose 2 life. Oh, I like that. I like that. Great against anti-blue.
It's a reverse gutter snipe.
Yeah, that's really good. Azula, Cunning Usurper. Firebend 2. That's add 2 red mana.
Yes.
Obviously, to try to make her
Only
into-
going combat.
Yeah. But sure. Get the 2. Azula enters. Target opponent exiles a non-token creature they control when they exile a non-land card from the graveyard. Then they exile a non-land card from the graveyard. Doesn't come back. Okay. During your turn, you may cast cards exiled with Azula, and you may cast them as though they had flash. Mana of any type can be spent to cast them.
That's why she had fire breathing.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That's really good. Do you choose an online card? Then they exile, no, they choose it. So you choose the target opponent.
You choose the
Target opponent exiles. No, they choose both.
Yeah, they choose both.
For 5 mana, I like the ability, but bro, when they get to choose, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of letting my opponent choose. It's always, it's like, of course they're gonna pick the worst one possible.
Just goes back to only have one good option.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But that seems like you're playing a lot just to get that ability. Like, just let me play with Spectacular Spider-Man or something like that. What was the great Orzhov one? Was the Spectacular Spider-Man? He enters and he copies a card from the graveyard.
That's the Demir one.
Demir, that's right. That one's pretty busted. For 4, get all those ETBs. Fire Nation Engineer. Anvil Island Production. My Jaded Edge. Prowess 1/3, exhaust 3. Put a double strike counter on my. Ooh, nice. You have to exhaust, but ooh boy. Fire Nation Palace, we got the Fire Nation, so it's Air Temple Green. The red one does pay 2 in this. Tap, or target creature you control gains Firebending 4. Oh, that's gross. Mana ramp, that's really good. Aang! We got Aang! Flash flying 2/3. When Aang enters, airbend up to one other target creature or spell. Gross. Waterbend 8, transform Aang. And Aang transforms into Aang and Law, Ocean's Fury. Reach trample 5/5. Whenever Aang and Law attack, put a +1/+1 counter on each tapped creature you control. Oh, that's gross.
I think he might be a decent Azorius control commander
Yeah, right?
for like duel.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty gross. I like that.
It's basically a soft counter spell in command zone.
Mm-hmm.
And a win con.
Yeah, because it just makes it pay 2, so you can even stop cards that you can't be countered, right? So
Yeah.
just like Remand and whatnot, if you were trying to even though this card couldn't be countered, you can say I don't care. You have 2 mana to play it again. No. All right. Well, now I saw it coming. We got a lot of facts to go through. Hope you guys are having a good day. Sorry this is taking forever. I need to kind of stretch it for Twitch, but also I like talking to you guys. Lightning Strike Azula, Merchant of Many Hats, Kyoshi Warriors. He's not going to take that. Gather the White Lotus. Create a 1/1 white ally creature token for each planes you control. Yeah, probably have a lot in Scry too. It's fine. Zao, ooh, we got a full art. Zao Ruthless Admiral first. Firebending 2. Whenever you sacrifice another permanent, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end turn. That's pretty gross. Fire Nation Attacks! We were talking about it. Full art Fire Nation Attacks. Oh, it was peaceful and does happen, baby. Create 2/2 red soldier creature tokens with Firebending 1. Flashback 9. Good God! Okay, I mean, sure. That's a lot, but that's pretty good. Obsessive Pursuit. When this enchantment enters, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and create a clue token. Whenever you attack, put X +1/+1 counters on target attacking creature, where X is the number of permanents you sacrifice this turn. If X is 3 or greater, that creature gains lifelink until end of turn. I'm sure there's a deck you can use this. This doesn't seem bad. And for 2 mana, that's great. I mean, I don't think I like losing a life every turn for an artifact, but who knows if you, every turn you need an artifact or a draw card. Maybe someone out there will be like, dude, it's the most busted thing ever. Well, here's that Ballistic Boulder. That's pretty cool. It's just the Fire Nation just throwing fireballs. Fireball! Alright. No bossing say yet, Ian. No bossing say yet. It'll quench your. I'm gonna put that board actually outside. People like those. Callous Inspector, Zuko's Exile. Exile target artifact, creature, or enchantment is controller creates blue token. For 5? Not bad. Anything? That's pretty good actually. It's gonna be a staple. It's the first one we've seen of that. Ooh, we got another full art. Combustion Technique. Another red one. Combustion Technique deals damage equal to 2 plus the number of lesson cards in your graveyard to target creature. That creature would die this turn, exile instead. Instant, lesson, 2 mana, everything you want to see. Pretty good. Dolling Agents. Dolly Agents is when this creature enters Earthbend 1, so land gets to get +1/+1 becomes a creature. Whenever this creature attacks, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on. Ooh, this is a game ender. You gotta be careful limited. These things are game enders. Especially for 5. That's gonna be like an absolute bomb in limited. Invasion Submersible. The Rise of Second Mythic! The Rise of Sozin! For 6 mana, destroy all creatures. In the next phase, choose a card name, search target opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for up to 4 cards of that name and exile them. Then that player shuffles. In the final stage, exile the saga and then return it to the battlefield transformed under your control. It's a 5/5 with Firebending 3 and Menace. Whenever Firelord Sozin deals combat damage to a player, you may pay X. When you do, put any number of target creature cards from a total amount of X or less from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. I wish this wasn't 6, but that's pretty busted. That's Commander card. Maybe to Warden for foil and an ally. So it's definitely going to be a limited bomb, but man, it's just going to be hard to put it in a deck for 6. Rumble Arena. I sold that years ago. Awesome. Sorry. I gotta organize these guys afterwards. Sorry. Epic Downfall. Here we go. Exile target creature with mana value 3 less. Yeah, this is an oldie biggity. Bitter Work. Whenever you attack a player with 1 or more creatures, power 4 or greater, draw a card. And if you exhaust 4, you get to Earthbend for 4. That's pretty gross. Invasion Tactics. When enchantment enters, creature control get +2/+2 until the turn. Whenever 1 or more allies you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Earthbender Ascension. Alright, Toph on the cover art with that. Beautiful. When this enchantment enters Earthbend 2, then search your library for a basic land card, put it in the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Not bad for 3. Landfall, whenever a land you control enters, with put a quest counter on this enchantment. When you do, there are 4 or more quest counters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, it gains trample until the turn. Super good. Hey, the foil, our black land here, Realm of Code. This one for 4 and it created 1/1 colorless spirit creature token. With this creature can't block or be blocked by non-spirit creatures. And our foil basic. Aang the Awoken Avatar 2020. What? Oh, it's Mirage. Don't tell me they put Mirage in this deck.
I think it's on the bonus sheet.
Oh, okay. That would make more sense. Okay, Blind Indestructible. The last thing I want to have is another Mirage nonsense. Is there token removal cards?
There's Edicts.
Yeah. I don't want Merit Lodge in standard. Please no. Enter the avatar state. Oh, for 1 here. Until end of turn, target creature you control becomes an avatar in addition to its other types. Gains flying, first strike, lifelink, and extra. For 1? Gross.
Their thoughts are, I would never.
And instant? That's gross. Okay. Price of Freedom. Waterbending Scroll. Boomy, King of the 3 Trials. Boomy's the 1 character. When Boomy enters, choose up to X, where X is the number of lesson cards in your graveyard. Put a +3/+1/+1 counters on Boomy. Target player scries 3. Earthbend 3. Nice. Expensive. Spawn. South Pole Voyager. Whenever this creature or another ally you control enters, you gain 1 life, and if it's the second time this ability has resolved this turn, draw a card. That's pretty good. And we have another Soul Sisters with it too. Fancy footwork. Ooh, here's a mountain with Alpha floor. Beautiful. Get going. Next pack here. So finally speaking up. Toph! I gotta cover Toph. When Toph enters Earthbend 2, Toph's power is equal to the number of +1/+1 counters on lands you control. Toph.
Toph? Toph.
Toph. Toph. Toph.
Toph.
Toph.
Toph.
Toph.
Toph.
Toffee.
Toph.
Toffee. Thunder Tank. Momo! Got another Momo here. This is one of the uncommons. Flying Vigilance. When it Momo leaves the battlefield, choose 1, create a food token, put +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, scry 2. It's pretty good. The Unagai of Kyoshi Island. Alright. Flash for 5, Ward, Waterbend 4. Whenever this creature becomes a target of a spell or ability opponent controls, counter it unless they pay 4. They can't target their artifacts and creatures to help. Each player pays for 1. Interesting. Whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, draw 2 cards. Alright. Ooh, a mythic foil, Boomy Unleashed. Why does this cost 5? Aw. I love my Gruul being cheap. Trample when Boomy enters Earthbend 4. Gross. Whenever Boomy deals damage to a player, untap all lands you control. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase, and you untapped everything? Only land creatures can attack during this combat phase. Still. You untap! That's gross! You know how many infinite combos have been used for that ability? Untapping lands like that? What do you guys play now?
I think he's making me play Riftbound.
Oh, alright. Riftbound! He's like, I'm gonna be stuck in here. I want to play some Riftbound. Platypus Bear. Oh, that's awesome. Shared Roots. Meteor Sword! When the equipment enters, destroy target permanent. Of course. Equip creature gets +3/+3. Equip 3. Cost 7. That's actually pretty good for some decks, actually. Pretty gross. Oh man, you know who's gonna abuse this? 7 cost of equipment, destroys on enter. Nobody. What are you talking about?
Stoneforge.
Stoneforge Mystic is gonna wreck with this. That's pretty good. It's a good target. I mean, the Dual Commander, they're definitely going to try this out in whatchamacallit?
Felia?
No, yeah, Felia, but Felia is now being replaced by
Cloud.
yeah. And
Cloud decks and Felia decks are the same.
The same deck. They're literally the same thing.
Every Cloud deck plays Felia.
Yes, and then like you could, and most of the decks are built very identically. All right, Diligent Zookeeper. Each non-human creature you control gets +1/+1 for each of its creature types, maximum of 10. Yeah, so if you have like and what is it? The polymorphs.
Changeling would not work because it's non-humans.
Oh, okay. Each non-human. Okay. Wait, that is non-human.
It's everything.
A changeling has everything.
It would be human itself. That's right. Ah, but that's it. It did maximize the 10. Ruckus Audience. Oh, our first island. Okay, beautiful water. There you go. All right. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. So you guys are coming out this weekend. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna be coasting it live here for the pre-release. Heartless Act. Destroy target creature with no counters on it. Remove up to 3 counters from target creature. All right, so get closer. Twin Blades here. Flash. When this equipment enters, attached to the target creature you control, that creature gains double strike until end of turn. Oh, that's gross. Creature gets +1/+1. So now 3 mana for the win count that used to be back in the day. The what was it, Embercleave? True Ancestry. Return up to 1 target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Create a clue token. Hermetic Herbalist. Just a mana dork and Simic. That's not a problem. But add 2 mana of any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast lesson spells. Okay. Sandbender Scavengers are rare. This one, whenever you sacrifice another permanent you control, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. When this creature dies, you may exile it. When you do, return target creature card with mana value less than or equal to the creature's power from your graveyard to battlefield. That's pretty cool. If you can get the engine. Yip yip foil. Alright, that's good. I'll take the yip yip. Sorry, Ian, no bossing say yet. We're gonna get there, hopefully. Got a nice little foil back here.
I think got a bossing say.
Yeah, you're
It's,
land.
it's the rare green lands that Earthbends.
He's looking for the wall.
Oh, okay.
Airbender's Reversal. Destroy target attacking creature. Always good. Airbend target creature you control. Alright. This is always a good card. Staple limited. Buzzard Wasp Colony. Flying, when this creature enters, you may sacrifice an artifact or creature. If you do, draw a card. Whenever another creature you control dies, if it had counters on it, put the counters on this creature. Serpent of the Past. Sorry, not past. If there are 3 or more lesson cards in your graveyard, you might cast a spell as though it had flash. This creature's spell costs 1 less each for each non-creature non-land card in your graveyard. So another Tolarian
Tower?
No.
What are we talking about?
Tolarian the Serpent.
The Terror.
Yeah, Tolarian Terror. 2 mana though. Yo, Zuko! Full art rare! Zuko Conflicted. Legendary creature. At the beginning of your first main phase, choose one that hasn't been chosen, and you lose 2 life. You draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Zuko, add 1 red mana, exile Zuko, return to the battlefield under its opponent's control. Oh, okay, so you go through and then they can play with Zuko. That's cute.
Or you can just keep giving it back and forth and shocking the table constantly.
That's true. Shock. Here's Meteor Sword. Well. Just crying out there. I was like, I want to take you open a box. I was like, I opened everything, Chris. I opened everything. I'm so sorry. I couldn't control myself. Did he tell you to be the adult? Tio Spirited Glider. Ty Lee, Artful Acrobat. Prowess. Whenever Ty Lee enters, Lee attacks, excuse me. You may pay 1 colorless. When you do, target creature can't block this turn. That's pretty good. Red loves that stuff. It's really good, powerful. Aang, the Last Airbender. 3/2. Flying. When Aang enters, airbend up to 1 other target. Non-land permanent. Whenever you cast a lesson spell, Aang gains lifelink until end of turn. Okay. Earth Kingdom General. And Ozai, the Phoenix King. Trample. Firebending 4 and haste. 6 mana, 7/7. With Trample, Firebending 4 and haste. If you would lose unspent mana, that mana becomes red instead. Uzai has flying and indestructible as long as you have 6 or more unspent mana. Gosh, that's gross. That's pretty gross. Honest work. It's not the mythic too. The wall is a 0/30 and gives other permanents you control indestructible. That's gross. I like that. That is some lore accuracy card right there, Ian. 0/30. I never pass it. Everything indestructible. That's pretty good. Yeah, also, aside from itself, obviously, because that would just be too busted. War Balloon, flying, 1 colorless. Put fire counter on this vehicle as long as the vehicle has 3 or more fire counters on it. It's an artifact creature. Turn 3. Okay. Fine. Earth Rumble, Earthbound 2, Earthbend 2. You may do, when you do, up to 1 target creature you control fights target creature and opponent controls. So it doesn't have to be the same one. That's a little, create a creature and do some removal if you want to. Master Piandao, first strike 4/4. Whenever Master Piandao attacks, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an ally, equipment, or lesson card from among them. Put it into your hand. Put the rest of the bottom of your deck in your in a random order. White Lotus Hideout. Mana fixing. Another mythic! Planetarium of Wanxin Tong. Legendary artifact 1, tap, scry 2. Whenever you scry or surveil, look at the top card of your library. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Do this only once each turn. I can understand why that's a mythic. That's pretty gross. That's pretty gross. We'll see if a deck can abuse that. Get some miracles here.
It's really slow right now.
I thought this was Path Exile for a second. I was like, are you kidding me? Putting Path Exile here. Low and Wing, Tutors, Combustion Man. You know what's nice about this? I haven't run into a whole lot of duplicates yet. At all, actually. Grand. Soka Bold Boomeranger. Soka. When Soka enters, discard up to 2 cards and draw that many cards. Whenever you cast an artifact or lesson card, put a +1/+1 counter on Soka. Nice. Double rare pack. Firebending Student.
That card's good.
Prowess 1/1. Firebending X, where X is this creature's power. Gross. A 3 triple rare pack. Raven Eagle. He has our foil here. Flying. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. If a creature card is exiled this way, create a clue token. Whenever you draw your 2nd card each turn, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. That's a nice little spot. I like that. That's a triple rare pack here. Not bad. Those are really rare. Would have been nice getting that deck out of that. Still, very, very rare. Octopus. There's not a whole lot of duplicates, man. I'm telling you, I haven't seen it. I'd almost have to read every single card because, like, usually it's like, okay, I'm done with the duplicates, I have to read them. Every pack has got something new. Lifelink. When this creature enters, it deals damage equal to the number of swamps you control to any target. It's pretty gross. Does cost 7. Knowledge Seeker. Vigilance. Whenever you draw your 2nd card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. When this creature dies, create a clue token. Okay. Replace itself. Earth Kingdom Jailer. And Earthern Ally. This creature gets +1/+0 for each color among allies you control. You can pay the Wooburg and 2 to Earthbend 5. Okay, not bad. And Bossing Say, the Earthland. Not the wall. The Earthland. That's the second one we've got. Bossing Say. Hey, foil Kyoshu Warriors. You won't care. You won't care, right? No? Taking a foil copy. You think Chris will care?
Probably not.
Pay me! Pay me for sorting the milk these packs. Zuko's Exile. Twin Avatar. Solstice Revelations. Beautiful. Exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. If the spell's mana value is less than the number of mountains you control. If you don't cast the card this way, put it in your hand. Okay, so, smart. They limited this one, so you can't cheat a creature out. For ridiculous. You gotta have enough mountains. Smart. Wolf Bat. Flying. Whenever you draw your 2nd card each turn, you may pay 1. If you do, return a card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finale counter on it. What? You may return this card. Okay. That makes more sense. I thought it was any creature. I was like, that's gross. Fire Nation Drill. Now that looks like something you should keep in your bedroom. Trample. When the Fire Nation Drill enters, you may tap it. When you do, destroy target creature with power 4 or less. Nice. And 1 permanent your opponent's control, lose hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Not bad. Alright. That's huge. Aang's Journey. Does anybody comments like that just to see if they're paying attention? Everyone's all tuned out. It's like, I'm looking for the good hits. Lightning Strike. Platypus Bear. Zuko's Exile. Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper. Nice. Tiger Dillo. This creature can't attack or block unless another creature with power 4 greater. That makes sense. It's a 4/3 for 2. Same ability in a lot of cards. North Pole Patrol. You tap this to untap the target permanent you control. Waterbend 3. Pretty gross. Glider Staff. Aang's Glider Staff here. When this equipment enters, airbend up to 1 target creature. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has flying. The Last Agni Kai. 2 mana instant. This creature, target creature you control, fights target creature opponent controls. If the creature the opponent controls is dealt excess damage this way, add that much red mana. Until end of turn, you don't lose unspent red mana steps as phases end. That's not bad. Good removal. Earth Kingdom Jailer, Serpent Pass, and Food. Not bad. What packs we got here?
Is that?
Looks like we got 5 more packs.
Okay.
Looking for some bigger hits. Not bad ratios right now. I like the mythics we've hit. Pretty good. Not the best of the set, but not bad. And it looks like there is a couple themes in here, so I always like that. Be able to make sure that you have themes in the deck, you can make at least a decent deck. Zuko's Conviction. Zuko Exile Prince. This is a Zuko pack. Sokka's Haiku. Here we go. Sokka's Haiku. You told me to wait. Counter target spell. Draw a card. They have no 3 cards. Untap. Target land.
Yes.
It's a haiku and a haiku.
It is.
This is our first one. Suki, Kyoshi Warrior. Nice. Suki's power is equal to the number of creatures you control. Whenever Suki attacks, create a 1/1 ally creature token that's tapped and attacking. Oh, so this is just a 4-mana version of, what's her name? She took over the humans deck for the longest time. She's a star 4. Whenever she attacks, she creates a human, tapped and attacking. Oh, man. I played it all in my human decks. Ooh, Ko! The Face Stealer. When Ko enters, exile up to 1 other target creature. Whenever another non-token creature dies, you may exile it. Pay 1 life, choose creature card, exile with Ko. Ko has all activated and triggered abilities of last chosen card. Gross. Gross. Oh, it looks like another hit. And right behind it, Aang, at the Crossroads foil. This was one of the flip cards. Flying, when Aang enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature card with mana 5 or less from among them on the battlefield. Put the rest of the bottom of your deck in random order. When another creature you control leaves the battlefield, transform Aang at the beginning of your next upkeep. So now he's going Destructo mode. Flying, 4/4 land creatures you control have vigilance. At the beginning of combat, Earthbend 2. Awesome. And here's a Swamp, which is just a really cool alpha card. Like that. That's a neat card. The drill is super flavorful too, to show that it penetrates the wall. What was the flavor text on that? Yeah, right? Oh, there's no flavor text. Oh. But it is super flavorful. I agree with Ian. It's super flavorful. Never mind, I know what he's done. Pillow Launch. Looks like we got a full art. Cool. Fire Nation Cadets, Swamp Trap, Otter Penguin. Oh, here we go. We got one of those, shoot, what do we call these now? These are the bonus sheets. It's Lita, Mechanical Engineer, or the Merchant's Tactical Tinkerers. It's 2 and a white, legendary artifact creature, Artificer, Vigilance, 3/3. At the beginning of your end step, untap each other artifact creature you control. You can pay 4 and tap it, create a 5/5 colorless vehicle creature token named Zeppelin, and has flying and crew 3. Pretty good.
That token does not exist. You cannot get one.
Really?
Yeah. It was originally from Jumpstart, and they didn't put tokens in there, and then that's on the bonus sheet, so they didn't put a token for it.
All right, go out to your local artist. Hey, Midnight, if you're still in the chat, we need to create this token. We'll be billionaires. Uncle Hero, finally! Man, I've been waiting forever. Firebending. Lesson spells cost 1 less to cast. All right, finally got an Eru. Hero. The Cave of 2 Lovers. That's cute. Create 2 1/1 white ally creature tokens. Search your library for a mountain or a cave card. Reveal it and put it in your hand. Then shuffle. Earthbend 3. Okay. Azula on the Hunt. Firebending 2. Whenever Azula attacks, you lose 1 life and create a blue token. Pretty gross. Toph. Toph. Non-token artifacts you control are lands in addition to their other types. Oh wow. What? They don't gain the ability to tap from that.
That card is pretty cool as a commander.
Non-token artifacts you control are lands in addition to their other types. They don't gain the ability to tap for mana. They're just lands. At the beginning of your upkeep, Earthbend 2. So you can turn the artifacts into 2/2s.
Yeah. It's got some very unique interactions.
That's interesting.
It's a very unique card.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like that someone could break this. I feel like there's some breakable.
That was one of the first cards that they revealed, and so Commander players have been brewing that for a while.
Have they? Okay. Effect is just weird. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Midnight. What do we have to create? We got to create a colorless vehicle artifact token named Zeppelin with flying and crew 3. So what could she draw as a Zeppelin?
The Blitz.
I mean, that is what a Zeppelin is. It's the blink. But what could she have something creative fun as a Zeppelin? I'll give you the stats. Jet's Brainwashing. Here we go. Kicker 3. Target creature can't block this turn. If the spell was kicked, gain control of the creature until end of turn and tap it, and you gain haste until end of turn. So it's a steal card. And also you get creative cool token. Katara, Bending Prodigy. At the beginning of your end step, if Katara is tapped, put a +1/+1 counter on her. And 1/6 draw card. Nice. Unlucky Cabbage Merchant, we finally got the Cabbage Man himself. He's here. In the prop, right here, Cabbage Man, my cabbages.
That's the worst of the two Cabbage Men.
It is.
The other one is like a CEH staple.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No! Alright, so this one.
The other one's only in Jumpstart.
Oh, okay. So you gotta get that cheap, really dirt cheap box like that. Or, when this creature enters, create a food token.
No,
Is it
the beginner box.
Oh, the beginner
$30.
box. Yeah, the $30 beginner box. That's true. Whenever you sacrifice a food, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tapped. You may search your library this way, put a creature at the bottom of its owner's library, and shuffle. Put this creature. Okay. My cabbages! My cabbages! Fancy footwork. Footloose. Footloose. Do. Untap 2 target creatures. They get +2/+2 until end turn. There's probably 3 people in the world that know that joke. Just kidding. Airbender Ascension. When this enchantment enters, airbend up to 1 target creature. Nice. But 2 mana, not bad. Whenever a creature you control enters, put a quest token on the enchantment, and at the beginning of your end step, if there's an enchantment that has 4 more quest counters on it, exile up to 1 of your target creatures you control, then return to the battlefield in your owner's control. Bro, blinking forever. If this wasn't a long setup, this would be like Thelia's dream card. It's pretty gross. Flexible Waterbender, and a copy. I almost want to see if I can break that in Thelia. 2 packs left. Can we get the other cabbages? Can we get the Cabbage Man?
They have the foot to get the foot.
Can we get the Wall of Bossing Say?
I have to put 2 back.
Yeah, so you're turning them.
Benders, Sun Warriors, Sparring Dummy. Good callback.
So
Destined Confrontation.
you're at 16.
Ozai's Cruelty. Ozai's Cruelty deals 2 damage to target player. That player discards 2 cards. Aang's Iceberg. Flash. When enchantment enters, exile. Okay, so this is in 1/3. Nice. This is the O-ring of the set. Rebellious Captives. Those who don't know, O-ring is like a staple for white. Pay 3. Exiles any permanent. Put it underneath it until it leaves the battlefield. Last pack Magic. Can we get the wall? Can we get a hit? Will Bossing Say fall? Path to Redemption. Rumble Arena. High by Spirit of Balance. Honest Work. Honest day's work. Ruinous Waterbending. War Balloon. Oh, that's that one. The Lion Turtle. Alright, cool. I like the Lion Turtle. Vigilance Reach. 3 mana. When the Lion Turtle enters, you gain 3 life. Lion Turtle can attack or block unless there are 3 or more lesson cards in your graveyard. But you can add mana. It's a dork for 3.
This is great.
If this draw card, this would just be the next freaking busted elemental.
Yeah.
That's not bad though. Razor Rings and the Forest to back it up. There you go. The Lion Turtle right there. Right there to back it up. Copy and a Spirit. Oh, I like the Spirit token. Let's see. Alright, that is going to do it for today. That's our box opening. I do apologize, I don't have any packs to give away. This is a new set. If you guys tune in this Friday, I will be giving away 2 additional packs to make up for the fact that I should be giving away packs today. And good news for those out there, I just so happen to have a Final Fantasy pack sitting on the shelf. So I'll be giving away some Final Fantasy packs for tune in this Friday. or you can show up because that's also another way to get some pretty good stuff. We're going to call it for the day. This is our box opening. This gets me in good graces of Twitch, since today was supposed to be Flesh and Blood, but the people just want to kind of take the night off, which is all right. So the free packs that I had available today were Flesh and Blood. So we made do with what we had. We're going to have this. Remember, the Avatar is this weekend, release weekend in your locals. Good luck out there. I hope you guys get it for good prices. I get a good product. Hope you get all the poles you're looking for, and hopefully this will probably fix standard, because good lord, we need some help. When do you guys end the stream? As always,